Hello guys, today we are going to do uh, experiment on angle measurement using sine center. Okay, this is the sine center. Okay, see, you can see here, this is the sine center, this is dial gauge. Okay, see here the taper rod is placed. Okay, here we are going to find out the angle of this taper. Okay, for this initially what we should do, we should identify the major diameter and minor diameter. Okay, this is the major diameter and this is the minor diameter with the help of vernier scale. Okay, by using this vernier scale, okay, we should identify the major diameter and the minor diameter. Okay, I hope all of you know how to use the vernier scale. Okay, and then okay, with the help of capital D and small d, okay, we should identify angle. Okay, angle alpha. See, here is the formula. Here is the formula. Angle is equal to tan alpha is equal to d minus d divided by 2l. Okay, see here, this is the capital D, this is the small d, and this is the L. Okay, by using this, okay, we should identify alpha. Okay, alpha, there is nothing but theta. Okay, and with the help of this theta, we should identify h value. We should identify h value. This h value is very important to start our experiment. Okay, if we have h value, then we can make a slip gauge set. This is a slip gauge. Okay, here, okay, what h value we will get, okay, for that we should build a slip gauge set. Okay, once slip gauge is identified, we should ring the slip gauge and then we should place that slip gauge over here. Okay, below this roller. Okay, below this roller we should place. Okay, see, this is what the capital D. The capital D is about 28. Okay, 28. Vernier scale reading shows 20, and least count of this is 0.02. Okay, so now we should identify capital D. The capital D, that is equal to 28 plus 20, that is vernier scale reading, into 0.02, that is equal to 28.4 mm. Okay, next we should identify small d. Okay, this is what small d. Okay, this is about 21, and vernier scale reading, that is 25. Okay, 21, that is major scale main scale reading. Small d is equal to 21 plus 25 into 0.02, that is vernier scale least count. Okay, that you know how to identify least count. Least count, that is equal to 1 MSD divided by total number of vernier scale, right? Okay, now 21.5, that is equal to, this is what, small d. Now we should identify L value. Okay, we should identify L. Okay, this is about 110 mm or 11 centimeter. Okay, so L is equal to 110 mm. Okay, now we should identify tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to d minus small d divided by 2l. Okay, we should substitute. Okay, capital D value 28.4 minus 21.5 divided by 2 into 110. Okay, the tan alpha value, that is equal to 0.0318. Okay, now alpha is equal to theta, that is equal to tan inverse of 0.0318, that is equal to 1.82. Okay, alpha is equal to theta, please note down. Okay, now with the help of this value, we should identify h value. Sin theta is equal to h by L or LS. Okay, So sorry, sin theta. Okay, theta, sorry, h is equal to ls into sin theta. Okay. Now what is ls? ls is equal to distance between these two rollers. Okay, that is about 200 mm. That is about 200 mm. Okay, now h is equal to 200 into sine 1.82, 6.19 mm. Now we should identify slip gauge set for this 6.19. So how we can identify this slip gauge set for this 6.19? In the sense, initially we should make rightmost digit 0. To make this 9 0, we should use 1.19 slip gauge. Okay, we should subtract 1.19 from 6.19. okay, we will get 5. This 1.19 is available in this slip gauge set. Okay, here you can see 1.19. okay, and another slip gauge that we need, that is 5. okay, it is over here. Okay, we should select these two slip gauges and we should ring together. Okay, initially we should place perpendicular manner, we should apply a little force and we should turn it. Okay, now it is stick together. Okay, you can see it will not fall down. Okay, so this is what a slip gauge set. And next what we should do, we should keep this taper rod to this instrument. This is what sine center. Next, okay, see, we should note down this is a larger end, okay, or a bigger diameter, and this is a small diameter. Okay, bigger diameter always we should place like this. Okay, same, we can tilt like this only. Okay, so from which side we are tilting, okay, for that end we should fix a smaller end. Okay, we should fix like this and we should tighten this knob. Okay, we should check that, okay, whether it is rotating like this. Okay, and next we should place, okay, we should place this gauge, okay, under this roller. Okay, we should place like this. Okay, we should keep our dial gauge like this. Okay, see, in this extreme end we should place. Okay, see here, to move this slip gauge we should make a mark. Okay, then it will become easy. Okay, in this extreme end we should place our slip gauge like this. Okay, and next we should apply little, okay, load on this. Okay, you can see the dial gauge is rotating when I am applying load. Okay, 1 or 2 division, that is enough. Sorry, 1 or 2 rotation, that is enough. Okay, yes. Okay, next, okay, we should move this slip gauge from this end to this end. Okay, by moving this, okay, we can identify how much difference is there. Okay, see, yeah, same here. Okay, about 19, okay, division in negative side. Okay, same, the 19 division is difference is there in negative side, so we should add this 19, okay, 0.19 mm to this slip gauge set. Okay, initially we got 6.19. for this we should add 0.19. okay, we will get a 6.38. For this 6.38 we should build a slip gauge set. Okay, to make this 80 we can use 1.38 is available. Okay, 1.38 we can use. Okay, remaining is a 5. Okay, so 5 and 1.38 slip gauge set we should use. Okay, I'll remove slip gauge from here. Okay, and I'll replace this slip gauge with 1.38 slip gauge. This is 1.38 slip gauge. Okay, I'll ring together this. Okay, and then I'll place this. Okay, now again I'll adjust this. Okay, I'll bring this plunger over here. I'll apply little amount of the load. Okay, with around 2 rotation. Okay, and then I'll make it 0 by rotating this. Okay, yes. Now I'll move this. Okay, from upper end to lower end. Okay, very small difference. Okay, very small difference. Okay, same, only 5.5 mm difference is there. Okay, this is a negligible value, so we can stop our experiment here. Okay, if plus or minus 0.05 is acceptable one, okay, we can stop it over here. Okay, we should take this value is a final H value. Okay, this value how much? That is 6.38. Okay, 6.38 is a final H value. For this 6.38 we should identify theta. Okay, theta is equal to sine inverse of 6.38 divided by 200. Okay, or sine theta divided by L. Sorry, theta is equal to sine inverse of H by L. Okay, see here, theta is equal to sine inverse of H, 6.38 divided by 200. Okay, 6.38 divided by 200. Okay, sine inverse of answer, that is 1.82. Okay, this is what a theta, 1.82 degrees. Okay, this is what final answer.